We will not be able to start the Planning and Zoning Commissioners meeting today until we get quorum. So as soon as we have quorum, we'll log back in. Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to call to order the December 3rd Planning and Zoning Commissioners meeting at 5:52.
Thank you. Item number 2, establishment of quorum. Andrew Arroyos, absent. Enrique Cisneros,
Here.
David Estrada, absent. Julie Dominguez, absent. Osvaldo Reza,
Here.
Yolanda Rodriguez. Here. We have a quorum with 3 commissioners present. Item number 3, open forum. Alfredo, do we have anyone that would like to speak?
Not at the moment.
Thank you. Item number 4, consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Do I have? Thank you. I have a motion made by Yolanda Rodriguez, second by Osvaldo Reza, to approve. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Item number 5, public hearing for the proposed amendment to the City of Socorro's master plan and rezoning of Lot 8, Block 3, Delub subdivision located at 10029 Karachi Way, Socorro, Texas, from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Medium Density Residential to allow for a duplex. Mr. Cisneros, if you'd like to open public hearing.
I'd like to open up public hearing at 5:54.
And we do not have nobody that would like to speak.
I'd like to close open hearing at 5:54.
Thank you. Item number 6, consider and take action on the approval of the proposed amendment to the City of Socorro master plan and rezoning of Lot 8, Block 3, Delub subdivision located at 10029 Karachi Way, Socorro, Texas, from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Medium Density Residential to allow for a duplex. Mr. Botello?
Good evening, Commissioners. Jose Botello, planner with the City of Socorro. Item number 6 on the agenda is the rezoning request for 10029 Karachi Way. So some general information on this rezoning request. The property owner is EVA Development LLC. The representative is Mr. Enrique Ayala, who's also present today. Lot size is 7,000 square feet. The current zoning for the property is R1, which is single-family residential. Current land use is residential, but it's currently vacant. And the future land use map listed this property as suburban residential. And so the summary of the request is for approval of a rezoning of a property from R1 to R2 to allow for a duplex. And planning and zoning staff recommends approval of the rezoning request. And so on the following slide, you'll see on the location map, the property is situated along Karachi Way within close vicinity to the St. Peter Paul Church and Old Waco tanks. Followed by the zoning map, the property outlined in a thick red line, currently zoned R1. These are some pictures that were taken from the property from Karachi Way. And followed by an aerial image of the property. And then this is the future land use map. The yellow overlay is a suburban residential land use. And then this is the subdivision zoning map for the Delub subdivision. The subdivision was recorded back in April 1960. There is a total of 364 lots. 341 of them are zoned R1. 2 of them are zoned R2, and then 2 of them are zoned R3, as well as 6 being C1 zone lots. 3 of them are zoned C2, and then there's 3 special use lots in this subdivision. There's 7 lots that are ponding areas for the, which are for the expansion of North Loop. This is a public notice map showing the properties that were notified for the rezoning request. No correspondence was received for this rezoning request. Followed by the letters that were sent out to the constituents in both English and Spanish. And then this is the site plan showing the intent for this development and the rezoning, which is to establish a duplex. So once again, the summary of the requests for approval of a rezoning of a property from R1 to R2 to allow for a duplex. And at this time, staff can answer any questions. We also have Mr. Enrique Ayala present to answer any questions as well.
I don't have any questions.
Mr. Botello, I do have a question. 7,000 square feet seems like a bit small for a duplex. I think that the new lots are around 6,000 that there's a minimum of 6,000 square feet that has to qualify for an what is it, R2, right? For a single-family residential. The R1s are 10,000, right?
10,000, correct.
And then the one after that is what, single-family residential can go as low, but they have to stay at a minimum of 6,000 square feet?
For R2,
Is that R2 or R3? I don't know.
for R1, the minimum lot size is 10,000 square feet without ponding areas. With the ponding area is 8,500 square feet. I'm not too I can't recall off the top of my head what the minimum requirements are for R2, but in this case, this is part of a subdivision that was established back in 1960, which at the time this area was part of El Paso County. The zoning ordinance wasn't established, so in this case, the lot size wouldn't really apply, given the fact that this Delib subdivision was established back in April 1960.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm a bit hesitant about, just the lot size. Obviously, it wouldn't be spot zoning because there are other R2s or other duplexes. And then even commercial. And we don't have any neighbors that came and called, no correspondence whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, if there was, then I'd be very hesitant. If there are neighbors that come back and they're not happy with it, they can still go to city council. The only thing is I would make a motion to approve with the caveat that that they can only build a duplex on the property.
I was gonna add, so I just looked up the code here, 46-262 on R2. Minimum lot area, 6,000 square feet for areas with ponding, 10,000 square feet for areas without public ponding.
And so that's usually for the new developments. What, there's a formula that said you can do X amount of units for every acre?
15 units per acre, which I believe totals 2,904 square feet. So when you take the 7,000 divided by the 2,904, you should get a 2.4. Yeah, so.
So it kind of fits in the formula?
Hmm?
Okay. Okay. Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
I'd like to make a motion to approve with the caveat that it'll only be allowed to have a duplex on it. Is that okay?
I'll second. Yeah, you can take a condition.
I have a motion made by Enrique Cisneros, and second by Osvaldo Reza to approve with the condition to only build one duplex. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Item number 6, Planning and Zoning Commissioners Report.
I did want to report, I saw that the city put in the reflectors on Passmore. I know we had requested those a couple of months back and they look really great, so thank you for that. Since we got that, my next question would be, is there any way we can work with, and I don't know which department it'd be with, the Lower Valley Water District? So I live off of Passmore, so a lot of the neighbors that I talk to aren't very happy with the sidewalks, but I think that if we could level the manholes to where the street level, so it's not a big dip, I don't know if we can reach out to Water District and just see if they can work with us on that, maybe, you know, working into the future, see if there's something they can do with that. Because because the street's been limited with the walking path that's on Passmore, which I understand that we just made that investment, it's not gonna be something that's gonna go away, but I think that if we level the manholes, or make the manholes level to the rest of the street, you know, we're not gonna have, there's about 3 really hard dips on there, so just wanna report on that. And it's from canal to canal on Alameda. But thank you for the reflector, what would you call them, stick, or that we put on Passmore.
Anybody else? Thank you. Oh, go ahead, Ms. No, okay. Item number 7, Planning and Zoning Department report. Ms. Lorraine?
Thank you, Marian. Lorraine Quimito, City Planner. I just want to share that the Unified Development Code is working on providing public meetings. The last week of January, we're looking at January 29th and 30th. I'll be attending a couple of training sessions, so if they are worth, I'm sure that I will be able to provide an update at our next Planning and Zoning meeting. One is from TxDOT, providing information on a new software that will be available to assist with learning more about and tracking safety. And it's called AASHTOWare Safety. And then next week on Friday, working on coordination with the Paso del Norte Trail Association. They're having a stakeholder meeting, and we will attend that meeting to share our developments with our segments of the Paso del Norte Trail, and learn about what the other stakeholders are doing. And that same Friday, TxDOT is sponsoring a multimodal workshop for the entire county. So those will be great meetings, and I'm sure provide valuable information that I can come back and share with the commission at your next meeting on December 17th. With that, I can answer any questions or provide any follow-up. Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 8, consider and take action on the adjournment of this meeting. Do you have a motion?
I make a motion.
Oh, second.
I have a motion made by Yolanda Rodriguez, second by Osvaldo Reza to adjourn.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 6:05 p.m. Thank you.